dailies just... We are out at Powwow Test Day 3. We have a whole new batch of drivers, a whole new batch of media, and today we are truly gonna get a feel for what it would be like when we fully open the doors to the track. So while the shape of the track is pretty finalized, we still are adding new additions like new jumps, new berms, corners, and stuff like that. So there are a couple of new areas I want to check out today that I think are gonna be super badass. So we got some pretty sweet builds out today. If you guys were out at Fiesta Island, you might recognize that. He's out here for a test day to test out the fresh build. If you guys watched my video from Off-Road Expo, you will recognize this Ranger right here. I did a quick little walk around on it. Whole back walls cut off, extended, super badass. Shout out Fern's Barbecue. Returning for their third test day here at Powwow, we have Lance and Cisco over there. And we've had a lot of people hitting us up seeing if bugs will do good on this track, so we got a few of these guys out here too. Dude, you're holding it down for the buggy people.
I know, bro. No one showed up.
Dude, you know how many people we have message us asking if they can bring like class 11s or buggies out? You're gonna be the living proof to see if the bugs can handle it.
I'm gonna put these guys to shame, watch.
What's that?
I'm gonna put them to shame on P8s, bro.
We'll put you out there with Lance.
Easy.
Later.
Dude, you guys were the first group out, second lap in. What? Are we gonna cut back to the clip where you're like, I'm gonna smoke all these guys?
That's fucking J-Mar, bro.
He's so embarrassing, I'm sorry.
No. This is what off-roading in the track's all about. Coming out, having fun. What stories would you have if you just finished the lap totally clean?
You know, that's right.
No
that's
stories.
Right.
You got stories now. Bent all the way.
Rotor's fucked up.
He's just calling his mechanic, right? His mobile mechanic. He's like, yeah, bring out the trophy truck. Bring out the trophy truck. The daily's just not doing it.
Center.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh
yeah. Fuck. Yeah, she's in there.
No, I mean, it was a matter of time. I beat the fuck out of this thing.
So apparently that bug that just went by, they rented the track. They did a private rental last weekend, and on their second lap, they rolled it in the whoops. So piece of advice for the safety crew, keep an eye on that guy. He just rolled last weekend here. Oh, buddy.
Let's not have a repeat.
Yeah, nah.
Last weekend.
They learned.
Hopefully, we hope.
So if you guys watched the track walk video we just posted not too long ago, you'll see we added this new corner with a jump coming out of it that I was so stoked to film because it looks like it would just be the most badass spot to get shot. So walked over here to the corner. I don't know if the trucks out right now are high enough power to be showcasing this. I'll come back out later when the high horsepower trucks are out, but I just want to get a view for it right now and see how it looks. So I talked to a couple of the drivers from the last group that just went out, and they were saying that this jump is not quite dialed in yet because you come off that jump and bam, you smack the face of the landing because they just don't have enough power coming out of this corner. You need a really big horsepower truck or somebody that's able to slide and carry a lot of speed through this to completely pop up and over it. So we might have to tame the landing down a little bit or build the jump up even more. No! Right as I finished that last clip, the mystery truck pulls off the track. We knew it was his testing day and that there was a high chance of something going wrong, but hopefully it's nothing catastrophic and it's something that he could get squared away while here. Speaking of testing days, homeboy's getting comfortable in it. Yeah, see, he knows he doesn't have the power to even do that, so he just rolled it instead of smacking the face. Oh, hot on the trail, dude. We got the boys battling out here now. Oh, they're all stacking up now. Okay. Get him. Get him. even Lance, he's probably like, he's got to be one of the highest horsepower trucks here, and even he's coming off that lip and still smacking the face of it. So, yeah, we got to figure something out there. It's not dialed yet. This jump's not dialed. One of my favorite trucks to see out here now is Lance's truck, just because he's been out here for every single test day, so he's got to see the evolution of the track. He's gotten to drive every version of the track, and he's just so comfortable in it now with just his truck and how it reacts to the track. So he's able to lay down like a gnarly lap. Like, he has thrown it in all these corners. He knows the right speed to hit all the tabletops. He knows what speed to hit the jumps at. He's just like, he's on it because he's been out here so much. Favorite truck to see out here so far? Are you just like totally maxed out coming out of that corner, or is it because you kept setting up behind somebody that you couldn't like fully let it out?
No, that's all the beans.
Damn. Yeah, we got to shape it better.
I can almost make it when we're like, if we can hit the turn good, but I've been coming in the whole wrong approach every time. So you got to stick to the right side, obviously, and then if you can hit that berm and hold speed, if you're a good driver, it could be done. So I think it's a good technical thing. I think it might be good for drivers like me who aren't that good but could learn from it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw you every time you came in, you were behind us. I'm like, I wonder if he could give more. He just doesn't want to get on.
Yes, I want to try it without somebody in front of me.
Dude, I literally just sent out the other group in the first lap. Dude comes off the tabletop, blows his drive shaft in the whoops. It was like the loudest bang ever. So that tabletop and whoop combo's eating trucks up this weekend. What happened?
Well, we broke the drive line. Hit it a little too hard.
I heard it explode.
Yeah, carrier bearing snapped forward and the back of it exploded.
I had my back turned to the track walking over by the easy up, and I heard it, and I turned around, I just see like, bam! And then I heard another explosion. Oh, now it's leaking.
Oh, because we're at an angle.
Yeah, we're at the angle.
Damn.
We're planning on driving it home. We might be able to drive home still.
No way.
We drove it here, so we'll see.
Aside from the explosion, how else was it?
It was fun, man. It was fun driving around here. Truck did good till we had that, but everything else pretty solid, so it might be fixable.
Were you shitting bricks? Shitting bricks when it exploded?
I told him to send it.
Nah, no, jeez. We heard it snap before it fucking hit the jump. It was over.
Oh, you blew up before the tabletop? Oh, I thought it was landing blew it up.
So it preloaded the tabletop and snapped the drive line midair.
Shot out the
thing.
Carrier bearing. Threw it out of place and just grenaded it.
Dang. Well, at least you landed safe and it didn't like pogo stick you like landing on the drive shaft.
on, get out of here.
Yes.
What'd you think?
Said you were nervous, and then literally froze it into the whoop section at 75 miles an hour on the first lap.
How we doing?
I was like, man, it feels like we're going kind of fast. And I look over, I'm like, oh no, we're going fast.
Slow, dude. I'm always wanting more. More speed, more horsepower.
That is one of the best ride-alongs I've ever had in off-roading in general.
Awesome.
Like not even at this track, not even today, just ever.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
When you were driving the track on one of the laps, I was telling the camera peoples that your truck is like one of my favorites to watch out here because you've been to every test day, you've been to every version of the track, so you've evolved with the track. Like you get to see the different stages it's been in. It's one thing to know your truck and know how to drive it, but then once you get to a new spot, it's a whole new learning curve. But since you've been here for all of them, you're like the most comfortable person on this track.
Yeah, it was good from the get. The first time we came out here, I thought it was good.
Then we added a whole second half.
Yeah, it got a lot more technical, and it's fun to bang it around those turns.
Yeah.
You know, it gets a little dicey when you're next to other trucks.
Luckily, we didn't have to deal with that right now. We got an open track to ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I mean, obviously, open track is really nice.
yeah.
So those jumps are perfect. That turn coming into the tabletop is just so fun.
She's eating for sure. I know from the outside because I watched it all day, but just casing the face of that landing on the new jump,
Right.
You barely even feel it in there.
Right.
Barely.
Yeah, so we keep trying.
You're so
and
close,
I feel
dude.
like if
You're
you know,
so
if
close.
you knew how to drive better, you could probably technique it in a way to like clear that. But
Oh gosh, no,
I
dude,
don't
this
know.
was badass. This was sick. From sitting in it at the shop, what 2-3 weeks ago,
yeah,
with a Coors latte,
yeah.
to now riding it, it's crazy. It's a
Yeah,
great
well,
machine, great driver.
I thought this
You know
was
the
going to be
track.
like a one-time thing. I don't even know how we ended up coming here that first time, and then we came a second, and then the throw. I'm like, oh, I guess this is a thing. This is awesome. So keep it going. I like what you guys are doing.
Thank you, dude. Thank you for coming out and supporting too. You
Yeah,
and the
we
whole
appreciate
team,
all the hard
Cisco and all you guys. Yeah.
A lot goes into this stuff.
It's literally a whole different jump the other way. Last time you could send it as fast as you wanted to, no problem. This time the ground disappeared. Bro, the ground disappeared.
Time, did you get it?
Oh, I got it.
Brother! You trying to test out the new
Good
parachute
shit,
mod?
dude. It worked good that time.
Dude, hell yeah.
And that was like way slower than the last time.
I was like,
That
no,
was like 55, dude.
nothing can scare me after that very first time on test day 1 when you just went.
Yeah,
Straight to
that was
flat.
a little more than I anticipated for the first one.
Last time, it was a lot different. Worse, yeah.
Oh yeah, Cisco needs to actually
Well, that was my bad. I was like, bro, just hit it as fast as you want.
Oh, it drops away this way.
Nope. I was like, oh, where'd the ground go? Alrighty, test day 3 is now in the bag, and I think it went very different than the first 2 test days. The first 2 test days, keeping it just drivers, having a very controlled environment was very manageable, very easy. But now that we integrated a flavor of spectators, there's a reason we have these test days. There's a lot to figure out, a lot of new elements thrown in the mix. But all in all, with the spectators, they pretty much stayed in their spot. They knew where they had to be, they knew where not to be, which was really cool. I was more so worried that people were going to be pushing up on the track, getting too close to the track, trying to cross the track, which we didn't really have that many issues with, if any at all. So that was good on that front. As far as drivers goes, this track ate a lot of drivers up today. I would say almost half of the drivers that showed up left broken. I don't know if that has to do with the track or the vehicles, but it's the fun part of off-roading. Stuff's gonna break. Like we talked about in the middle of the video, that corner to the jump needs to be tweaked a little bit so we can get more people able to clear it, because like I said, even Lance today just fully matted out coming out of that corner. He's still just barely clipping the face of it. So if we want people to actually get on top of that, we got to switch it up a bit. But to Lance's point, it might even help drivers strive to try to find different angles, get a little bit better, get a little more technique under their belt to try to make stuff like that happen. So who knows? Other than that, the same thing that we've heard from test day 1 and test day 2 is the drivers just want more power in their vehicles. They need more power. They want more power. They want to be able to hit this track faster. So that's a great sign that nobody is complaining about any part of the track. They just want more power to hit it faster and hit things at better speed. So that's pretty cool. So I'll end with this. The biggest question that I got today is, when are you guys opening up to the public? No more test days, just straight up opening up. In my own opinion, I don't think we need another test day. We know what we need to know, what we got to do to make the things happen, you know? There's not a lot to change on the track. If anything, it's just that one corner step and maybe the doubles. Other than that, it's just normal stuff that we knew we needed, like water trucks, barriers, fencing, stuff like that, which we don't need another test day for. We could just acquire and set up. But with that being said, that doesn't mean it's gonna happen soon. Acquiring all the fencing we need to cover this whole track, all the barriers we need to be in the high-risk corners, and especially water trucks, those aren't easy to obtain and get in our possession with little to no money. So do we need any more test days? No. But is the track going to open to the public soon? Not sure. We got some things to figure out. Obviously, that hasn't stopped us from having drivers and spectators out so far. I'll leave you guys with that. That's all I got to say. Do what you want with that information. I'm burnt physically, mentally, so I need to go take a load off. I need to go relax before I got to drive home. Thank you to everybody who came out to test day 3. Thank you guys for watching the video. We'll catch you in the next one.